Today we are looking at a book by Jake Simons, Never Again: How the West Betrayed the Jews and Itself. This book was published recently in 2025, that is just last year. And what the presentation of the book says is the following. When seen through Jewish eyes, the future looks darker than it has for generations, fueled by the venomous Israelophobia of progressives and Islamists. Violence against Jews is back. From Amsterdam to New York, from London to Melbourne, Jews across the West are forced to hide their identities, while in the supposed safe haven of Israel, they live under constant threat of rocket fire, shootings, and stabbings. To make matters worse, in the United States and across Europe, nationalist chauvinism is on the march. It is no exaggeration to say that we are seeing the end of the golden age of post-war safety for Jews. This speaks volumes about the health of the West. Although Jews are first in the firing line, liberal democracy is under unprecedented threat from radicals on all sides of the political spectrum. We have only ourselves to blame. For decades, we have been undermining our own values of patriotism and tradition, loyalty to peoplehood and homeland, a belief in borders, and our peculiar religious and cultural sensibilities. After the war, those instincts which had anchored human society since the dawn of history were seen as the roots of fascism and repressed in the name of never again. Yet, they were vital in preserving our culture of tolerance and freedom. By repressing them, we have allowed the old spectre to return through the back door. Never again is an urgent new polemic from the author of Israelophobia, which anatomizes the maze of contradictions in which Jews and the West are trapped. And I read the end of the book. In 1938, while German generals planned the invasion of Poland, the charismatic Jewish leader Zev Jabotinsky made a speech at a synagogue in Warsaw in which he warned of the cosmic cataclysm coming. For 3 years, he said, I keep addressing you, Jews of Poland, the crown of world Jewry, he said. I keep warning you time and again that the catastrophe is approaching. My hair has turned white, and I grew old during all these years because my heart is bleeding for you, dear brothers and sisters, for not seeing that the volcano is about to erupt and spit the fire of destruction. I foresee a terrible vision. There is not much time left to save your lives. And that was 1938. I know you are too preoccupied and busy with your daily concerns to see it. Listen to my words at the last moment. For heaven's sake, save your lives, every one of you, so long as there is time, and time is short. That is a very, very sober reflection. And the author of this book says, we are now not yet staring down a second Holocaust. For one thing, we have the mighty state of Israel. Almost 90 years on from Jabotinsky's speech, however, as Jews around the world face the triangulated threat of the new radicalism, too many remain locked up in timidity, equivocation, obsequiousness, or despair. While these same dangers close in upon the West, great swathes of the population remain somnambulant, softened by addiction to screens and comfort. We cannot run on the fumes of previous generations forever. As Grossman observed, time is a transparent medium. People and cities arise out of it, move through it, and disappear back into it. It is time that brings them and time that takes them away. Whether in defense of a Jew on Holocaust Memorial Day or at any other moment, if we are to take back the time and make it our own, both political leaders and the ordinary men and women of civil society must respond to this great emergency by jumping to their feet. And the title and all these cancelled never, never, never 4 times should call us to wake up. Never again? Question mark? Unfortunately, it can never be never. So don't bury your head in the sand. If you don't like what this book and others are saying, and they are just human beings with their paragraphs that I may not agree with, we should wake up. Because, like the proverb says, when they were killing people far away, I said, well, doesn't concern me, does it? I'm living far away from all this. And then it happened in on my continent, and I said, well, weird, strange. Oh, well, never mind, it's not my country. And then it started happening in my country. But I said, oh, well, it's in London. Huh, thankfully, I'm living in the countryside. Then it happened in my village. And when I cried, help! Nobody responded, nobody came, because they had all been slaughtered. If not for God, we are doomed, my friends. So, heed the warning.